Hey guys, so today I'm here with the Dirty Dog 4x4 pet and cargo divider in blue, fitting all 2018 and newer 4-door JL Wranglers. So everybody loves taking their pets with them on trips, but sometimes they can get a little too excited, try to hop in the front seat or even just stand on that center console and try to just get up front in general. So this is going to do a great job at creating a barrier, keeping you safe up front, focused on the road, and keeping them safe in the back as well. So this is also going to do a great job at holding all of that cargo in your back seat or in your cargo area if you have your seats down. So if you slam on the brakes, it's not going to fly forward and cause any distractions like I mentioned before. This is going to be very durable, made of a heavy-duty polyethylene webbing, and it's going to have anodized grommets at each crossing for a little bit of reinforcement, making this, again, very durable and able to last a very long time. This is also going to be in a bright blue, as you can see behind me, so this is going to match with any blue color scheme that you may have going on in your JL. But if you don't have a blue color scheme, we do have a couple of other color options on the page available. So as far as pricing goes, this is going to be roughly $180, and it's going to be a little bit more expensive than the standard pet barrier, but you do have to think about what you're getting with this. It is a very heavy-duty material, and it's going to do a lot more than just create a barrier for your pets. It's also going to create a barrier for that cargo, so if you have any heavier cargo, this is going to do a better job at stopping that from getting up front in comparison to some other choices on the page that really are focused on that pet barrier and that are a more lighter weight option. I personally think that this looks very good. It fits very good inside of our Wrangler, and it's very easy to install. So if you don't need this up all the time, you can very easily take this down, leave the hangers in place for when you need it, and put it back up again when you need it. So speaking of that install, this is going to be a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. The first time you install it, it's probably going to take you about 20 minutes, but once you install it a couple times, it's going to take you no time at all. So speaking of that install, let's jump into that now. So before we can go ahead and install our pet divider in our Wrangler, we do need to put a couple of pieces on the actual webbing here. We have a support bar up at the top. Right out of the box, it's going to come in 2 pieces, so we do have to connect those. Give a little tap. So once these 2 pieces are together, we can go ahead and slide them in the top of our webbing. So this is going to act as a support. I am going to go back and adjust this in just a second, but I want to make sure all of our loops are through. So once you have all of them through, we can go back and just adjust them and space these out correctly. So there should be a little bit of an end on either side. That's going to hook into our attachment that we are going to attach in just a minute. But now we can move to the bottom. So as you can tell at the bottom, there's a little cutout here. This is where your center console is going to be, and then we're going to attach a couple of loops on the bottom, and these are going to hook into the bottom of our seat to make sure that our bottom netting is attached and it's taut and tight. So these are going to be really easy. These are a bungee material. All you have to do is hook it through and pull it tight. Now you're going to get 3 on either side. Now you can switch between these 2, whatever is easiest to install in your Wrangler. So if you install it this way and find that this would be easier for this hook to be placed, you can definitely change that. And I'm just going to put one on the outside. Do the same thing on the other side. Now we can move over to the Jeep and install our anchors. So now we can install our hanger on our sports bar here. This is what's going to support our support bar. So this is what's going to hold it in place. You will have a little bracket, a bolt that's going to go through the sports bar here, and a nut and a little washer on the back. So if you are installing this with a hard top, you don't necessarily need to take the hard top off in order to do this. We just did this for visual purposes, and this area is going to be completely free of anything in the way. Now, if you have a soft top, you will have a door surround there, so you just need to pull that part back. So while we're here, we can insert the bolt up and through, and then we're going to be attaching it right at this point. You also want to make sure that this opening is on either side, so facing either door. That's where we're going to hang our support bar. So once that's there, we can go up top. Want to make sure that you are using this washer, otherwise the Acorn nut will fall through into the sports bar and you won't be able to retrieve it. So once that is on, once your washer is on, we can take our Acorn nut and we can thread that on. Then we can thread on that nut. Now, if you did want to tighten this down, you can use a 17mm socket up top and a pair of pliers to hold the bolt head still. You can tighten it down that way, but it's not supporting much weight, so we're just going to hand tighten that, and we can move on to installing our net. So after your hangers are in place and you have your net in hand, we can go ahead and install our support bar onto our hangers. I'm just going to line that one up, push the support bar through so we can push this one through, making sure that our door is still able to close. It's not too far on the outside. Then what we can do is take this strap and buckle, hook it around our grab handle right here, our factory grab handle. This is just going to be a standard buckle, so pull it through the top and then loop it over, pull it through the bottom. It's kind of hard to see at this angle, but it's pretty standard. Then after that's on, we can snug this up. We don't want to tighten it down just yet. We want to get all of our attachment points attached first, but we want to make sure that this is snug. Then we can do the same thing on the other side. We're just going to loop this around, loop that back, and pull it through the top. Then we can move to the bottom and start attaching our hook. So now we can take our hooks and hook them under the seat. You can hook them up to really anywhere. I just would be mindful of the wires underneath your seat as well as your sliders here for your seat adjustment. We're gonna take this first one and hook it underneath on our seat bracket here. We're gonna take this one and hook it underneath our seat up here. Have to find a good attachment point. So now we can just do that same thing on the other side. So we just want to tighten up that one strap that we left a little bit loose. But after everything's tight and everything is attached, you are all set to go. So that's gonna wrap it up for my review and install. Make sure you like and subscribe, and for more videos like this, always keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.